So you've seen the title of today's video, the hardest team to manage in FM22. You're probably sat at home thinking, well, it's Dover Athletic, innit? No, it's not Dover.
What about Derby, Jack?
No, it's not Derby. I'm not sure who shouted. It's not Derby County either. We're heading to China and we're heading to Beijing IT. Let's do this. So yes, folks, welcome back to the channel. I am Jack, also known as WorkTheSpace. We make content here for Football Manager. If this is your first time waltzing on in, welcome. We're currently heading towards 150,000 subscribers. I want to try and do it by Christmas. That is an almost impossibility, but if you're new to the channel, if you want to help us with that target, make sure to be subscribed. Today, we're at Beijing IT. Now, Beijing IT play in the Chinese National First Division, and in my opinion, it's probably the hardest save game in FM this year. If we just have a little look at the season preview, you are not predicted to do particularly well. In fact, you're predicted to finish 18th. 200 to 1 odds of avoiding the drop. It's not looking particularly good for you. So I hear you ask, what makes this team so difficult to manage? Well, the Beijing Institute of Technology are a semi-professional team that play in the Chinese First Division. They were promoted to the Chinese National First Division through the playoffs, along with a load of other teams. You might have spotted it on the season preview. Quite a lot of teams got promoted. Beijing IT probably shouldn't have been promoted, really. So to kick things off, a little look at their squad. Here it is. This is the team. As you can see, there's some big earners. There's some not so good earners. If you're wondering how good is the best player in this team, Wang Zhao is this good. 26 years old, £450 a week, 1 year left on their contract. Will they renew it? Not to begin with. And they are your best player. In fact, you might have noticed a slightly bigger problem. That's right. All of your players' contracts expire in the first year. You might have noticed another problem. You don't have a right back. Yeah, there's and there's only 2 strikers. And you might be sat there thinking, well, what about the youth team, Jack? Do they have a youth team? Does this count? I don't know if this counts. I mean, here is their right back. What I will say is, save game to save game, the players' attributes vary slightly, so you might get a better version of Li Jiangtao. And unfortunately, off the pitch, they're not that much better either. There is very little wage budget left. There is no transfer budget left. You have £22,000 in the bank. I'll tell you now, having managed this side, that money isn't going to last very long. Also, you are failing financial fair play right away. And there's a pretty good chance you will fail that in the first year. That will result in a points deduction. If we just take a quick look at the season preview, you can see the salary per year here at the club is £661,000. Snow Leopards, the second favourite team to, finish badly, they've got a salary per year of almost £2 million. That's right. The next worst team in the league is on 3 times more a year than your team. As for the Beijing Sports University, their salary per year is £3 million. And if we go right to the very, very top, Zhejiang, their salary per year is way, way higher as well. I feel like Beijing IT are a bit like in the movie. Have you seen the movie Moneyball, where there's the rich teams, there's the poor teams, there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's us. The us is Beijing IT. They are just poor compared to everyone else. Now, what else makes things difficult here? Well, as I mentioned right at the very top of things, you are a semi-pro team. Every other team in this division is professional. Yes, that's right. You are semi-pro. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things, you might wonder? Well, what it means is that when it comes to training, there isn't a great deal of training happening. You're not going to really be able to improve your players. Most players aren't going to want to join you because you're semi-pro and you can't give them, a full-time position. And it makes recruitment quite hard. So there is a little bit of a scouting budget, but in terms of actual money to spend, there's not a great deal. There is 208 players that you could possibly sign here. I imagine most of these probably aren't really realistic signings, nor are actually going to want to come for you, at least within the financial restrictions that you have. If we go to the scouting centre, some players listed here like Wang Jun. Can we sign them? No, we don't have the money to sign them here at Beijing IT. But I hear you ask, what about the facilities? Surely there's like a plus point here somewhere. They're a university. Maybe they have some good facilities or something. Poor training facilities, poor youth facilities, no academy coaching, No youth recruitment. You've probably never seen this before. You probably didn't know this was a thing. There is literally no youth recruitment at this club. You will never have a youth intake. You can ask the board for one. I've tried for the first season. They never granted me it. It's a situation. Now, there is one final thing to be aware of here, and that is the rules in the Chinese National First Division. I didn't read these rules when I took over the club. I'm going to let you know of them so that you don't make the same mistake, because in China, there is a rule that you are allowed to have 5 new over 21 domestic players registered in a season. I think I like the new squad registration screen in FM22. Wait, what are we failing? Oh, maximum of 5 over 21 domestic players registered in a... I can only sign 5 new players a season. I can only sign 5 new players a season. Oh, kill me. That's right. Every season, you are only allowed to register 5 new players from China over the age of 21. Now, you might be thinking, well, just sign foreign players. No, you're allowed to register 3 foreign players. You're only allowed to have 2 on the pitch at any one time. So that's not really even an option. Basically, you're going to be feeding off the scraps of academies around you because you don't have your own youth intakes, hoping maybe you can get a bit lucky. Although the board expectation is literally to finish in the relegation playoff. Yeah, that's right. The 2 spots at the bottom of the National First Division aren't even direct relegation spots. You can be awful all year, win the relegation playoffs, and you won't go down. So at least you've got that on your side, I guess. The teams in the league below you are also professional and probably better than you. I've been playing as this team in Football Manager over on Twitch, twitch.tv/WorkTheSpace. I've done okay in the first season, but I am about to fail financial fair play. So even if I do stay up, there's probably going to be a points deduction. It's difficult. And as I labelled this at the start, this is the hardest save game in the game. This is the impossible save. I do not know if it's possible with this team, with all the issues that you have, to actually win the Chinese Super League in a reasonable period of time. If you're looking for a long-term save game, start a save game with this team. They start in the 2nd division of China, and let me know how you get on. We have a Discord server, discord.gg/WorkTheSpace, editing Jack, just put it in the middle or something. We're going to have a channel set up there. If you are going to take on this challenge, post your updates, let people know how you get on. And if you do as well as I'm maybe going to do on Twitch, you can give yourself a cookie or something. Anyway, guys, that is everything from this video and about this challenge from me. Check out this team. Let me know how you get on. If there's a harder team out there that I've not seen, let me know about them. Maybe we'll do a little overview video like this to pitch possible save games for other people to endure and inflict pain and suffering on themselves with. If you've gotten to the end of the video, make sure to drop a like on things. As I mentioned at the top, we are aiming towards 150,000 subscribers. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for daily Football Manager content. And until next time, thank you so much for watching as always. I'm Jack, this is Beijing IT, go manage them, and I'll see you all next time. I'm out.